Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. Happy Thursday. I am here to do my cash stuffing. I just got home from school and from the bank and I've got the cash right here. This is $990 and you know me by now. I'm not counting it. I just counted it off camera and that is good enough for me. It is, I actually didn't count it. I just counted the denominations and the denominations were what I had asked for. So to me, that is just what I needed. So we will go ahead and unstuff my wallet. I have quite a bit of change back here because when my husband and I went to date night last weekend, it was like a cash only venue. It was like a blues and barbecue like festival, I guess. It was a fundraiser actually for the youth in that town. And so, yeah, so we spent our date money. We spent all of it. But we had such a good time with our friends, and they're already talking about doing something again in October, but I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze another outing out in October because we've got a really busy month. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we have in groceries. We have 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I thought I just had 24, but I guess I have 25. I do not have any J or D bucks. I did order some Halloween books for my niece and my nephew, and so I need to replace the money that I used to buy that, but I'll get that eventually. It was only like, it was only like $14. So I have enough in their envelope. It doesn't look like, unless I have some of mine, I have no, it's like I have a ton of money. Yeah, I do have a ton of money, but I'm getting ready to spend this. So you guys, I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I think, oh wait, I have some ones in the eat out because my husband and I got pizza for Friday night. So I have $1 there. Not a single J or D buck in this, and that is all. That is all. Okay, so let's see here what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. $11. Okay. If I find a D or J buck, I may... Okay. Well, I am cheating a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put one J buck in. This will make this an even amount for my mini Mondays. And then all is right. So that makes me feel better. I'll get to put one little J in there. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so groceries. We are getting 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50. So 150 for groceries. We're doing really good with groceries. Cooking, what do you call it? The burr months, you know, you start craving soups and casseroles and things like that. So I fixed a cheesy potato soup. I know I haven't done a meal plan in a while, but I fixed a big, huge pot of like this. It's like a copycat recipe for a restaurant we used to go to, and it was so good. I had so much. I ended up sending a big container to my father-in-law and a big container to my brother and his wife and his little girl, and so shared the love. And I still had enough for like 4 days of lunches. All right, Millie and Kiki gets 20. They are broke. I splurged a little bit on them this week, but that's okay. You know, sometimes you gotta spoil even the dogs. Household gets 20. It has 5 left, so now it's got 25. I did buy a new rug for the front porch. I wanted a fall themed one, but I would have had to order it and it be shipped because they didn't have any in stock. So I just went ahead and got just like a regular a rug. 30 for Mr. P. Floor rug. I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, Mrs. P. All right, so I haven't spent much of my money. 20, 40, and 50. So, ooh, I'm dropping money. Bumbling it up. I did put the change in there, right? Okay. It just started raining. I heard the rain. What a day. It has rained off and on really hard all day. And I said to my coworkers, I said today would have been a perfect day to stay at home with a good book. And one of our math teachers, she said, stay on TikTok. She's younger than we are. All right, so we've got in my envelope 20 or 50. Let's hold that. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, $260. I have bought a plane ticket just for myself to go see my son next week. I told you guys, if you watched my video, my like budget with me yesterday, he had a hard day at work yesterday, and it kind of brought back some memories of back when he first got out of college and was working in a nursing home, and they had their, like our area had the first outbreak there of COVID, and he lost almost all of his patients, really. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was a nightmare. He ended up getting sick, and he has like asthma and things like pre-existing conditions that made him have it even kind of worse. It was scary times. And he has a big event next weekend. He is a PTA, physical therapy assistant. He might as well be the therapist. He is so good at his job. But he loves to cook. So on the side, he does like catering and things like that for like office parties and stuff. Well, he's been invited or asked to cook for some kind of a big race. I'm not sure if it's like a marathon race or what kind of race it is, but they asked him to serve the food for it's a 2-day thing, so I'm not even sure what it is. But I know he could use some help, and I know he's kind of just missing home and things like that. So I bought a ticket to go see him next weekend. It's just going to be me. I'm flying out on Thursday and coming home on Sunday. So it's a very short trip. But I had a credit from where I canceled a flight this summer. And so I used that. So I covered my trip, but I will need spending money out there. So I will use my money for that. So anyway, long story short, I am going to go to Washington next weekend. All right, Miss P gets 15, 10, and a 5. And she has not spent, she's been still working on her birthday money. I think she's probably got to be close to being out. 20, 40, 55. She has 55 in here. I don't really talk to her much about the money here. I use this for when she asks to go do stuff, and I just take it out of her envelope and give it to her. Eating out gets 25. It has 10, so now it'll have 35. We do have a game tomorrow. It is an out-of-town game, but it is not quite as far as some of the others. So we will probably do like Chick-fil-A again. So last time we ate Chick-fil-A was around $20, so that will be for that. Gas gets 70. I used all of my gas money this week, and I have a half a tank, so I'll have to fill up again probably after we get back from the ball game tomorrow. Giving gets 20. And then sporting events gets 25. And so let's see here. I am not even sure. I feel like I only had 40 in here before. How did I get that extra 20? I feel like somebody paid me back for something when we were at the soccer game the other day. I can't remember what it was for. Maybe a shirt? Maybe that's what it was. 20, 40, 60, 85. 85 in sporting events, and I am just going to use some to get in the game tomorrow and then try not to eat in the concession stand. And that is all in my wallet. And I am already 10 minutes in to this video, but I had to explain to you guys about next weekend because my next few videos is going to be like savings challenges and stuff. And I can't get as chatty in those videos because I can't concentrate and talk at the same time. All right, hair and nails. I did have a hair appointment this week. So this is down to 40, but I get 20 this week, so that's 60. My daughter's probably due for a trim, so I'll start saving up for her. Medications is completely empty. I'm going to have to, in October, fund a lot more money in medications because this is not enough. Pool and hot tub gets 10. Is that right? 10? Yeah, 10. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 in pool and hot tub. We haven't closed the pool yet. We really need to. We'll probably do that this weekend if the weather's okay, so that we can call it a day for the pool. I don't know if he has to put chemicals in it before he covers it. I can't remember. Yearly subs gets 10. So it's got 40. I'm thinking I have some kind of subscription coming out in a couple, like in a month or so. Maybe it's my emails one. I don't know. I should probably cancel that. Propane is going to get 5. So it has 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, 120, 125. I love how just $5 a month has added up so quickly. And I feel like we even used some of this when we went camping. I can't remember. School supplies, I did use some school supply money. I don't think I accounted for here. Oh, nope, I didn't, because it says I have 60 and I've only got 30. So that's going to be 10 in there. So I've got 40. I need a new tracker. I'm just going to flip it over here. So we've got $40 in here. I'm going to just put the date, 9/25. Okay. So that is that. I can't remember. What did I do? What did I buy? Something for my classroom, I'm sure. All right. Vet is going to get $10. So vet has 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. 265. We have checked to make sure our dog, she is up to date on her vaccinations, and she is. So we will just keep funding this until next year when she does need to have another dose of the pills. She did get her heartworm medicine, so she's good there. All right, car tags. Guys, look, I still have not taken that money out of the bank. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm taking this $100 from the vet, and I can put $100 into a bucket in my Ally account and just move the money from one bucket to another, and I'll put it in vet, and then I have the money for car tags, because this is my last week to get my inspection. I'm going to do that tomorrow after school and pay for my tags. So did I put the money in here? I had 220 last time. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220. So no, I need to put 10 more. So we have 230 in there. So next time you see this, I will have paid for my inspection and my tag. And we will just start again for next year. All right, car maintenance is going to get 20. So it has 400 in the high yield savings account. 20, 40, 60, 80. So 480. This is another one that I'm going to increase the money in October. So I may have to go down in other categories, or maybe even some savings. I'm not sure. Just to make it all work. Home maintenance is also going to get a 20. So home maintenance now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. 125. I would really, really, really like to save up for gutters. We have gutters on the house, but there's a few areas that they're not working like they should. So I would love to get new gutters. My husband could do the gutter job, but I'm not sure how expensive gutters are. I really don't know. All right, Sam's is going to get this $20 right here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. 120 plus I have a $50 gift card that I got from the Fetch app, the rewards that I use with my grocery, like receipts. And then I have some Sam's Cash. All right, so then I'm going to go back here to J and D bucks, and I'm going to put this J buck in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, that's enough to cover the 2 books that I bought. And I will just continue saving for the next one. The books that I got were so stinking cute. I can't remember the one I got from my nephew. He's 5, so his is a little bit different than my niece's. My niece's, though, was Never Talk to a Grumpy Bat. I cannot wait to get that one and read to her. I'm babysitting her October 25th. My brother and his wife are going out for like game night with their friends, and so I'm so excited about babysitting. All right, randomizer. Randomizer gets 50, but I do have this monthly finished, and I think somebody asked me, this is the Hello Autumn, if I finished the rolling race, and I feel like I did. I didn't do all of these. I just did till I had a winner. So I had 2 4s and 3 1s, so I said 1 was the winner and I pulled it. So that's what I did there. So that, what was that? That ended up being 30, 20, 25, 32. $32 extra to go to randomizer. I love when randomizer gets more money. All right, so we get 50 in here, which is 2 10s, 5 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What in the world did I do? Okay, got it caught in the envelope. All right. Senior year is getting 20 this week. Trying to finish those acorns on Judy's challenge. Summer savings is getting 130. That's going to be 2 20s, 4 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did exactly what I did last week. And then 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it worked, so I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Christmas gets 50, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s, and 5 1s. 3, 4, 5. Some of these ones are newer, and they're sticking together. All right. Wedding. Also, look, Wedding has got so much money this week. I finished the Wicked Challenge in a Monday Mini, and then I finished this one from Steph over Steph's on a Budget. So we've got $44 plus 45. So what is that? $89 extra. So 89 plus the 110. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's like $200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exciting. All right, I'll have to make sure I have some challenges on deck for Wedding. All right. And then I've got my Mini Mondays. This should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus these 10 ones. So that's another $40 this week. YouTube Hop should be the last of the ones, and this should be 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that is correct. So it all worked out beautifully. And since today is Thursday, I'm going to go ahead and pull this very quickly so I can catch up on the YouTube Hop from today. I can't even remember whose turn it was to do the YouTube Hop, but I have my little YouTube Hop binder here. Let's see here. We already did the Queen's budget. This is how I keep track of it, just in case you're wondering. All right, the Queen's budget, and today is Bobby at the Canadian Finance Journey. I'm going to go ahead and get my $20 out, and then I will be ready to play this as soon as I get finished with this video. So the money is going in. All right, friends, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. I am going to try to film my Friday video tonight so I can have it uploaded for tomorrow, and that will be the wedding and summer savings challenges. So anyway, you guys take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.